Okay, so it has actually been 22 days since my last video. Don't be mad, I have a really good reason for it. Life just got busy. Like as soon as the new year hit, it was like we just hit the ground running and yeah, there's nothing I could do about it. Just adulting started to happen really fast. But now we have a minute to chill out and relax. I'm happy to be here. Just, back in my comfort zone. Ready to do a new chapter for you guys. Um, yeah. I recently just finished one of my favorite games of all time. I can actually call it that now that I've actually beat the game. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a game called Transistor, made by Supergiant Games. Phenomenal soundtrack. That's what actually got me into the game. Uh, so I just beat that. Really awesome. If you haven't heard of it, what else? Got new frames for my. I'm a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts. That's like my childhood right there. I got custom frames for my Kingdom Hearts wallpaper. Well, they're like cardboard posters, styrofoam posters, I guess. Yeah, styrofoam. So I got custom frames. You know what? I'll just show you. Why don't I just show you what I mean? Just a sec. Whoops. Okay. I'll just show you here. Here we go. So I got this. I believe it's like an 18 by 24 or something like that. It's pretty big, but it's not like too big. So this is gonna go on my wall. It's gonna be pretty awesome. This is just like a nostalgia trip. Just seeing like Sora here, young Sora, Riku, Kairi, Donald, Goopy. Back when times were simple. Now that I think about it, before all this convoluted nonsense started happening. But, good times. Brings me back to that place. So I got two of them. And the second one is right here. So I got it for Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 3. Here, let me drag it over. There we go. Naturally without the logos on them. Number 3 is one of my favorite artworks. Number 1 for nostalgia and because of how simple it is. Right? This is like iconic. This is Kingdom Hearts to me. And then this is everything else. It's kind of funny if you think about it. Like everyone here is kind of like a Sora. Like Kairi's a Sora, Riku. I think Riku's like the only one here that's kind of his own person. Ventus over here, he's a Sora. Naminé's part Sora. Aqua, meh. Terra Xehanort. Roxas over here, Sora. Shion, Sora. Everyone's Sora. But yeah, this artwork is absolutely beautiful. And the frames I got are like blue, so it brings out the blue of, you know, the sky here perfectly. So that's awesome. Can't wait to hang it up on my wall. And speaking of frames, I was at Michael's and it was supposed to be a quick get in, get out operation. But the thing about that is Michael's and Hobby Lobby, they tell you what you need. You go in there thinking you know what you need, but no. The store says you can leave when it wants you to leave. So I ended up getting the more frames. It was a buy one get one free. So I ended up getting like what, four more frames. Um, and I decided, since I like what I like so much, I'm gonna support the things that I like. Like whenever a new Beastars volume comes out for like manga, I support that. I'm a huge advocate of supporting the creator. Sure, I read my stuff online, but that's more so for convenience sake. Has nothing to do with me being camera shy at all. But yeah. So I went online and I found out that there was merch for Transistor, and I was like, oh, I'm crazy about Transistor. So I hooked myself up with some merch so I can fill these frames. Here, might as well show you it. So, Supergiant Game Store. let's see. Here we go. I'll just drag it over. Why not? There we go. What I get? So I got this concert poster. Iconic point in the game. Like at the very beginning. Red is one of my favorite characters of all time. The story of Transistor, absolutely beautiful. So I got this poster. It's 18 by 24. You know, because if you know the story, Red's a singer. What else? I got this Hades poster right here. I have not, okay, admittedly, I have not played Hades yet. It's a 24 by 36 poster. I got the buy one get one free, so I was like, you know what? I got this thing. I might as well find something that could fit inside of it. So I was like, I'm not gonna create anything anytime soon. So of this scale at least. So yeah, Hades. I will play Hades soon. I just beat Transistor. Best 8 hours I've ever spent. Beautiful game, and I can't wait to get to Hades. And I'm already sure I like it from based off of what I've seen. Supergiant Games has not disappointed. What else? The vinyl was sold out. When this comes back, that's gonna be an insta buy. I love Transistor soundtrack. Darren Korb, absolutely phenomenal artist. What else I get? Oh, I got this 24 by 36 poster. I picked this up too because I got the frame for it and everything. So my wall is gonna look nice right behind me. The two Kingdom Hearts posters are gonna be behind me, the styrofoam ones. And then I made space on my other wall. I usually keep my maps from places as I've been on one of my other walls, so I'm taking that off just so I can put some more art. Like this year I really wanna, I don't know, just get my environment straight. Like there's nothing wrong with it. I just feel like I need more art in my life. More music, more, you know, just tangible things that I've done. Or things that I like. Like, I don't know, been places, so I was thinking of making like a collage of like pictures and stuff and putting them on my wall. So that'd be nice, you know, just like a friends, moments, stuff like that. Just reminders, I guess. I think this is the last thing right here. This Cloud Bank print I picked up too because I got the frame for it, 11 by 17. Jin Z, that's the art director for Supergiant. She did all the art for Transistor. Well, you know, Red in particular, and the city look, you know, absolutely beautiful. So that's enough of me fanboying. You're here for Beastars, I know, but you know, just thought we'd just hang out a little bit. So I completely forgot where we left off. Okay, I remember now. It was literally at the New Year's chapter, the New Year's chapter. And speaking of episodes, I am late on reviewing Beastars. I've been holding off on doing that. I was trying to figure out how I want to do it. I was like, alright, do you want to watch it? Should we watch it together? And I'll just go through it and just review it like that. You know, comparing differences from how it was done in the manga versus how the anime covered it. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. I still have to do a video comparing the not even comparing, just listening to the whatchamacallit. Come on, I'm spacing. Openings, there we go. Like the soundtracks and stuff from it. Because I've heard Wild Side before, but I haven't seen the video like of it, but I have heard it though. I've been trying not to like spoil myself to it yet. What else? There's a couple things we gotta do. But we will get there when we get there. Don't worry, it'll be soon, I promise. Alright, so let's X out of here and let's get to the reviews. Let's see, where did we leave? Okay, so this is where we left off. This is the last thing we saw. It was right after Legosi's fight with Riz, right? And, oh yeah, Legosi got arrested by the police. And this is what I remember. That's why I came back over here. I was like, this is, Legosi's smile. Like, I haven't seen Legosi smile like this, I don't think. And look at Louis just giving it back. Like, New Year's was just so memorable. Like, this chapter in particular. Like, this is it, because I'm just wondering what's going to happen next. Like, where are we going to go in the story? Because this right here is a pretty big deal. Like, he ate Louis's foot. It was his foot or a part of his leg? It looks like it. Yeah, let's just say his foot, I guess. Well, leg. Yeah, it's part of his leg, so. This is the last thing we saw of Louis and Legosi. I'll be seeing you at school, that's a promise, Legosi responded to my childish outburst with a silent and mature nod. The carnivore and herbivore friendship fully established. Okay, so let's move on to chapter 98. We are officially in volume 12, starting out in 2021 in volume 12. Let's do it. Oh, one more thing. If you're wondering about the song, this is a riff from Cyberpunk 2077. I had a whole video done about Cyberpunk 2077 that I messed up. Well, it was completed, but I ended up deleting what I thought I didn't need, and it turned out that, oh wait, what I put up was actually the wrong thing, because my other thing was all nice and edited, and oh, it was a really professionally done video. Like, I was like, that's what I get for not paying attention. And yeah, I just got frustrated. I was like, you know what, that took forever to do. That video is like an hour and something, what, hour 30 or something like that. It was long. It was a long video. So you can imagine how much time I put into doing that to find out it was gone. I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this again. We're gonna stay in our lane and just stick to our style of doing things. It's much more efficient. If I'm gonna this is what happens when you raise like production value of things. It takes more time to do. I've always said this, like, finished is always better than perfect. Well, almost always. At least it works for me. Finished is better than perfect. That's my motto. Okay, so the new chapter. We are in chapter 98. Meeting eyes with myself 20 years into the future. And to this day, Paru's titles are still something else. Oh, my bad. Okay, my mind's all over the place right now. Like, I'm up, can't sleep. I changed my dosage of melatonin, like, from 10 milligrams to 3 milligrams. So, yeah. Hopefully these help me out. I figured 10 was too much. They were working for me really awesome, but if I didn't need to take 10, I've heard that, like, 3 milligrams was a sweet spot for most people. So, I don't know. Hopefully it works for me. We'll see how it goes. I just finished my last 10 milligram tablet yesterday, so let's just see. We're just gonna breathe until we can't anymore, I guess. Till it starts to hit and I finally knock out. So, that's enough out of me. Let's get to the Beastars reviews. Okay. So I take it this is Legosi in custody here. Eating something. Let me see. Okay. He's just munching. That looks good. Making me hungry. Wow, a young carnivore's appetite sure is frightening. Not to be sarcastic. So this is an inspector. I can't pronounce what he is. Let's just call him a hamster or something like that. Oh, sorry, sir. Thanks for the food. It was delicious. It's my it's my treat. You must have been starving. Katsu done in an interrogation room, just like in the movies, but at least the soybean cutlet is good, right? After eating flesh, Legosi was taken to the police station. Okay, yeah, that's a huge deal in their society. Like, Legosi, what's it called? Legosi committed an act of predation. So, I wonder how this is gonna work out. Like, Beastars is awesome at, like, subverting expectations, right? Not even, like, subverting, just, like... Okay, I guess subverting is the word, right? It doesn't play into, like, your typical scenarios, right? What you would come to expect. It's late. I can't. I'm trying to form. I'm trying to form my thoughts right now. Where's my mind at? It's like I'm tired, but I'm like, ugh. I'll get it together once I start ramping up. We'll rev it up. Don't worry. But anyway, let's move on. I'm just gonna skip that. Forget I said anything. I really do appreciate that you're letting me eat this. After I had to drink 3 liters of laxatives. Why think of them laxatives? That's the normal procedure for juvenile predators. Your friend's leg gotta be out of your system by now. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That they wouldn't want it inside of him too long, because it would start, he'd start dissolving it, he'd start digesting it, and I wonder how this is gonna affect Legosi, because, I don't know, I feel kind of bad for him, because look at him, he tried so hard not to, like, eat meat this entire time, right? Like, this is the thing he feared the most, especially, like, in the first couple chapters, like, when he tried to eat Haru, I think it was, like, what, chapter 3? I wonder how it's gonna affect them. Like, cause that's not something you just walk away from, right? That's not something you just come back from. Especially since this is his first time. Like, you saw what happened when he ate, what was it called? It was like a larva? Yeah, he ate a larva. That's the only life he's taken. Technically, that's the first life he's taken, right? But it was a bug, right? But it doesn't matter. It's what the bug represented, right? What was important. So, I'm curious to see how it's gonna affect Legacy. Is that gonna be a problem for him somewhere down the line? We'll see. Well, this is it for your 2-day detention. Your misdemeanor has been dealt with. You have your friends' testimonies to thank. Friends' testimonies. Okay, we got Riz here, we got Pina, we got Louie. Nice. I think I'd annoy Louie if I tried to visit him. Normally, we wouldn't give you a criminal record just for a misdemeanor, but this is different. You're a predatory offender. Okay, that's in bold, so... Wait a minute. Hold on. Did I count that right? There's only 3 here. Okay, I just started this chapter and I'm already mad. Wait. Why is there only 3? You have your friends I just remembered. It's been a while. It's been so long, but I just remember, where the hell is Rokume? That is messed up. Wait. So even Riz is testifying for Legacy, right? They came to an understanding with each other, like through combat and stuff, and Riz seeing how Louis' relationship with Legacy wasn't one-sided like his was with Tim, right? Especially since Louis actually allowed Legacy to eat his foot. That cemented their friendship and trust with each other. Trust that Legacy was able to stop, right? Not kill Louis during all this, because he could have easily killed Louis. And Pina, that makes sense, because Pina's just been a bro throughout this entire thing, right? Pina's the real victim here. But where the heck is Rokume in all of this? The school security guard, the one that actually put Legacy up to all this? Because, granted, Rokume is the one that pushed the plot forward, but mind you, Legacy is a kid. He's like, what, 17? Going after a killer, killer being Riz. That wasn't Legacy's job, right? So I hope there's payoff for this because that's messed up. Like, there's that's so messed up. 3 testimonies, and she's nowhere to be seen. Because I've been wondering, where the heck is Rokume during all of this? Like, are we gonna see her again? Because I'm trying to think back to the earlier chapters, like how all this got started. Like, where's Legosi's reward for doing all this, right? Because he has a he's a he they just said he's a predatorial offender. Okay, but he caught the killer. So does that mean Louis's testimony here didn't mean anything? Like, if I wonder if it's is there an exception in the rules if a herbivore offers themselves to a carnivore, right? Are there exceptions to it? It seems like it's a no nonsense policy, which would make sense for, I guess, for legal reasons that makes sense. But still, for him to have this title here, like, I don't know, like, the limitations of having this title on him, but we'll see. I'm just kind of mad that Rokume hasn't showed up, because I'm thinking back to the earlier chapters. There was what was it called? It was a council meeting of all living things or something like that, and they said whoever catches the killer will become Cherryton's next Beastar, right? So is that? I think that's what they said. It's been so long since I've read Beastars, like, especially the earlier chapters. It's not. It's a lot to remember. I feel like I'm in the right ballpark here, right? So, where's Legosi's reward? Technically, he did it. He caught Riz. He's the one that got. He's the one that caught Riz and got, like, strung along and dragged into this when it really wasn't his problem. You know? But I kind of guess it was. Well, he made it his problem. I'll say that. By Rokume. So, if anything, Rokume is the one that should be in there vouching for Legosi. She's the one that put him in this situation, low-key. And come to think of it, I don't think Rokume knows now that I think about it, because Legosi didn't tell her anything. Like, he went to Going and talked to him about what was going on and who the killer was, but I don't think Legosi went to Rokume, like, at all. So maybe she just doesn't know, I guess. Kind of upset at that. Hopefully she shows up again. We'll see. That's enough of my rant. I just realized I haven't seen that snake since she was introduced. Okay, you're a predatory offender. What? Cast for his ribs. A predatory offender. Never heard of it before. It's when you commit predation, the unlawful consumption of flesh from a living animal. I have a criminal record now. Wow. Just be more careful when you're around herbivores, alright? Since I'm a predatory offender now, what are the limitations? First off, the unsegregated colleges are gonna be pretty nasty with you. If you show up to entrance exam, they'll look at your record and ask you to leave. Well, I guess that makes sense. I know I just said it, but all this stuff that's happening to Legosi, right? And he's still a teenager, like, been there, done that. College entrance exams, just all that. It's bringing me back. But okay, so we're starting to get reminded that Legosi is still a teenager and he still has life ahead of him. He has his whole life ahead of him still, right? And already his opportunities are being taken away because of his righteous act of predation. The consensual act of predation. That's kind of messed up. It's like their testimonies didn't mean anything, like, whatsoever. I guess they stopped them from going to jail, but it's like, man. Okay, so what else? Also, finding work isn't going to be easy, since most companies nowadays are owned by herbivores. Work, huh? I'm not going to look forward to my 20s then. Huh. Yep, so, man, this, I'm starting to feel for Legacy. I don't know. Like, I know we just started in this chapter, but it's just like, mm, man. So it's gonna be hard for him to find a proper school. It's gonna be hard for him to get a job. Like, he's gonna be discriminated against, and he's already, man, this guy can't get a break. That sucks. He's already it's like, okay, so when you're in school, every little thing, even though it may seem small in the it may seem small at first for the people who've already been through it, but for the people who are actually, like, in school and going through all this, it's like it's a huge deal because that's all you know, right? And now seeing Legacy in this situation, ah, man, it's like, when is he gonna catch a break? He's already discriminated against just because of how he looks, his body, and we found out that he has mixed blood inside of him. He's part reptile. What was he? Komodo dragon, that's right. So it's like the deck is stacked against him. And also, it'll be impossible for you to marry a herbivore. Oh. Oh, okay. So even he has the same reaction. Like, he did, like, his whole goal was to marry Haru. He even proposed to her. I don't think Haru accepted the proposal anyway, but still, that's what he wanted to do. Like, Haru, it's easy to forget because we don't see a lot of her, but Haru is Legacy's main motivation. I have to keep reminding myself that Haru's Legacy's main motivation. And we need to see more of Haru because Haru's like one of the best characters in here. So, it's easy to forget that. So that just got taken away from him. He said impossible for you to marry a herbivore, right? Because I don't know how it works in their world. Do they get benefits? There are benefits to marriage, I think. I don't know. We'll see. But that sucks. But he's throwing a fit. Rightfully so. That means everything he did was pretty much for nothing. Uh-oh. Darn it. Chapter 98, page 6. 98, page 6. Okay. Whoa, what's the matter, son? Did you get poisoned or something? Officer, I think I'll suffocate if I don't tell him right now. There's a female herbivore who I want to marry. Isn't there anything I can do? Oh. Oh, you teenagers. I like this cop. He's chill. When you become an adult, I'm sure you'll look back to your interspecial romance as a bittersweet memory. So he thinks he's just being this is just a phase Legacy's going through. They just kind of brush it off because I guess that makes sense because it's really uncommon in their society. Like, I don't think, no, actually we haven't seen any other interspecial couples in this manga yet. So the answer to that is no. He can't marry Haru. Yeah, that sucks for him. So, hard to get into college. And that's what Goeen was telling him too. He was like, hey, you need an education, so you can get a decent job. All that's being ripped away from him, and now he can't even marry the one he loves. Damn. Thank you for your care these past 2 days. You'd better control yourself, you hear? Most juvenile predators never recover at all. I'll be careful. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that I have a criminal record now. I've never heard of the term predatory offender, and I know too little about interspecial marriage. Dude, you're the one that proposed. What do you mean? You would think he would have done his research before he proposed to her, but that's Legacy though. That's just Legacy. My ignorance is like a curse right now. You could have did this before. Oh, look at that. Decides now to research. There aren't even a lot of books about interspecial marriage to go around about. Look at how thin the bookshelf is. A lot of same-special marriages right here, and then this section for interspecial marriages. It's that uncommon, huh? Interspecial marriage was legalized 10 years. What? Hold on. It was legalized 10 years ago. Yeah, I remember this. I was 7 at the time, and it was all over the news. Wait. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Okay, so what was his name? I forget, but Legosi's grandpa was a Komodo dragon, right? That Komodo dragon had a wife. I'm assuming had a wife, right? Legosi's 17, right? So he wasn't even like born yet. Legosi came later. So was he married? Was his grandfather married? Or was he married in secret without like any of the benefits of getting married? If they do get benefits, I don't know how that works. I'll figure this out later. I don't want to rack my brain too hard. If you fall into the one of the following categories, then say goodbye to interspecial marriage. Marriage between land animals and sea animals. Marriage between poisonous animals and non-poisonous animals. Okay, so there are rules to this. Good. Now we're understanding the rules now. How's this gonna work? Okay. Poisonous animals. Poisonous animals can unconsciously excrete poison during sexual intercourse. Okay, marriage between predatory offenders and herbivores. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Legosi's grandpa. What was his name? No, not Gosha. That's his name. His name's Gosha, right? So Komodo dragons do have venom. Is it venom or is it poison? I forget. I think it's poison. Komodo dragons have poison, right? They're like the apex predator. So that is so weird. So how did he make it work with the wolf? I'm guessing. No, it was a wolf because Legosi's mom was a wolf, or was she like half wolf? Then I'm trying to figure it out. Size. Let's see, marriage between predatory offenders and herbivores. Okay, so Legosi falls into that category. So his family is just... Legosi's family, like, structure is so weird. No wonder he kind of was having a breakdown with when Going brought it up, right? Because he never knew his dad. His mom died when... Well, not died. She committed suicide when he was really young. Why did that happen? There's just so many mysteries right now. Like, why did she do that? Because I'm starting to, like, it's starting to come back to me as I think back to the earlier chapters. Like, things were set up in a way to where it kind of like makes sense. Like now that we have context to know that, oh wait, Legosi's grandfather is a Komodo dragon, therefore his mom is part Komodo dragon, right? So like. And his grandfather is still alive too, right? So I want to meet his grandfather. That's what I want. We've seen him. I think we've seen him over the phone, like Scales, or have we seen his face? Yes, we've actually seen his face. That's right. Size is not an issue. There was a case where an African elephant married a hedgehog and became a fully fledged family. Really? Size isn't an issue. Oh, size doesn't matter. Wish I knew that sooner. Look at... Okay, I see what you did there, Paru. Size doesn't matter. It's a dick joke, okay. That's hilarious, though. Size doesn't matter. But holy moly. African elephant married a hedgehog and became a fully fledged family. How did they make that work? That's insane to me. What? Okay. But the part that gets me is this part right here. Knowing that Legosi's granddad, Gosha, is a Komodo dragon. How did this work? And it seemed like he was living alone, right? Because Legosi mentioned, what did he say? He mentioned his grandfather, that he used to live with his grandfather, right? And when we saw the flashback between Gosha and Legosi, when Gosha made the offer to Legosi, you know, hey, why don't you come live with me? He just said live with me, not live with me and your grandma. So I'm assuming Legosi's grandmother is also dead, right? Why, if that's the case, how and why is she dead, right? I don't know. And his dad is in the pic. Oh, this character, he just makes me, I don't know. He's one of those characters that you just want to give a hug to, I guess. Man, I guess he has a rough life. Don't get me wrong, he makes things hard for himself because of his ego and misplaced sense of right and wrong, and his misplaced sense of justice, misguided sense of justice, and but he's trying though. That's what makes him so endearing. That's what makes him relatable. He is trying. I've got a scar on my face, I've got a criminal record, and my relationship with the rabbit is unstable as ever. My opportunities in life are becoming despairingly limited. Yes, sir, yes they are. When you become an adult, I'm sure you'll look back to your interspecial romance as a bittersweet memory. A bittersweet memory. Is that really how I'll see all the stuff I've been through? Hey man, that what he said there, that's coming from the perspective of an adult, and it's completely understandable to have this type of perspective because that's what he knows, right? This is Legosi's story, and it's realistic to grow out of things. You know, as you get older, your tastes change, right? You change as a person. That's what it means to start growing up, right? So it's possible to look back on this and just, he said bittersweet memory, not sweet memory, but I guess that is the perfect word for it though, because he kind of like got into a fight with the mafia, kind of killed a guy. Oh, technically no, Louis killed the guy. Actually, Legosi hasn't killed anyone now that I think about it. Not really. Going took out a couple lions. Not Legosi though. I think Legosi thinks he killed someone. Anyway. I look at all the animals around me. Not a single interspecial couple in sight. Their social experience and common sense dictates them to be with someone from the same species. Yep, that's that societal pressure. Like, I'm so happy that, alright, so this manga is, it's woke AF. Like, these are the things you don't really think about until you like deviate from the norm, right? Like if you've ever been in like an interracial like relationship, there are things that will be apparent to you because sometimes it's just like a cultural divide as well, right? But that doesn't mean you can't like learn and come together, like. But I'm happy that we're seeing through Legosi's eyes, like he's seeing the norm of their world, right? The norms of his world aren't in alignment to what he wants as a person, right? What he individually wants. What he wants as an individual, that's what I'm trying to say, right? So I'm happy that we get introspection like this from him. If I were to reform myself and enter a carnivore university and get a job somehow, then maybe I could get married to a female gray wolf and have a family. Aww. Maybe, Juno, maybe. Juno's still best girl. Like, we don't see a lot of Juno. Juno is very much the character of her own show, right? I'm pretty sure Juno has her own anime that she's living, right? Because we've seen a lot of Juno's development has happened like off of the page, right? And I love Juno for it. Like, she completely, like, my favorite scene, like to this day, is when she like overpowered Louis under the spotlight, and just he couldn't do anything about it. She's just flexing her carnivore, like her carnivore charm, her carnivore strength, and just doing everything Legacy refused to do. She just did it because she could, right? That's dangerous, that's sexy, that is Juno. That and unexpected. But yeah, Juno's an awesome character, but this is kind of a sad scene because I mean, it's what Legacy could have, but this isn't Legacy. Sure, this is what he's imagining, right? But Legacy loves Haru, and this image right here is Legacy just doing what's expected of him, you know, caving into societal pressure and just staying in his lane with his own species, even if it's not what he really wants, you know. So it's kind of a sad scene here. That's not Legacy. Uh-oh. 13. Darn it, why does this keep messing up? Page 13, 98, 13. Let's see. Okay, here we are. Whoa, that is not me. That is not the life for me. Okay, there it is. Eek, so sorry. Did you see that scar on his face? You okay? Jeez, that scared me. Yep, this is my life. Not exactly easy living though. Oh yeah, and he has battle scars too, so. Your face is your everything. Don't ever mark your face. I can survive well enough as a tail-wagging misfit of society. I'll try to find a way of life that's right for me. That's awesome. Like, what's gonna happen now though? Like, it's optimistic. It's so often. I'm starting to feel something. Like, I love his optimism, but it's so hard. It's so hard to like to make it in this world. Like, I know it's a it's a book about animals, right? But there's something very human about it, like this whole experience. You know? Because I'm sure we've all had these thoughts before. You know, I'm gonna live the way I want to live. I'll try and find my own way. I'm pretty sure we've all been there at some point. After meeting Haru and Louis, I've received shackles on my legs, irreplaceable shackles. He's a predatory offender. Oh, Legacy was born April 9th. Blood type O? Yeah, my blood type's O. Oh, negative, actually. Heavy and not meant for nostalgia. After all, I'm not in university anymore. I'm not employed, and on top of that, I'm an ex-convict. My vague determination is now crystal clear. Okay. Oh, oh, this looks familiar. Okay, so I think I know where Legacy's going right now. These are the same steps that we left off after the Haru rescue arc, right? It's when he was chasing Haru up the steps, trying to confess his feelings to Haru, and, you know, tell Haru that he loves her, right? So it makes sense that he would end up on that same, what's it called? Not ledge. Overlook? Yeah, that same overlook. Yes! This is where they were. The overlook of the city. The outside world is filled with unexplored territory. I have to find a way of life that's right for me. Then maybe I can live life as an adult without regrets. This scene here, you know, it's kind of weird in a way because I've experienced a scene like this before. Like at my favorite place, it's like this park, like outside of not too far from here actually, but it's like you can hike up there, and once you get to the top, you know, of your of your hike, you can actually see the city, our city. And me and my friend actually and there's a bench there too. It's kind of nuts, but it's really beautiful. Um, I've seen something exactly like this, and it's starting to bring me back to simpler times with me and my best friend, who is my best friend. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking at this scene. Simpler times indeed. Let's move on. I'm gonna drop out of school. Okay, what? I'm gonna drop out of school. That's not a good idea. Like, you're already gonna have a hard time getting a job as it is, right? So it's like you might as well finish high school, Legacy. This is where I confess to Haru. Ah, that was such a nice summer. Yeah, it was a summer to remember. Fought lions, slept with the rabbit in a hotel. Not actually slept like in sex, but just slept. She tried to jump in your mouth, tried to make you eat her. Yeah, something. Oh, you got into a fight with Louis? Yeah. I'm getting first arc vibes from all this too, Legacy. But look at his tail though. He's a happy boy. I'm happy to see Legacy happy. Even though I don't agree with this part right here, dropping out of school. If it was college, sure. Student loans are a bitch, but this is high school. At least finish that so you can have your GED. So anyway, moving on. Haru, aren't you coming back to... Alright, so it's... Oh, Haru's family, okay. Haru, aren't you coming back to school in 2 days? Do you have everything ready? Yeah, I didn't get much homework for the winter break. Did you study for your entrance exam? That's what really matters. Don't talk about that. She has a brother named Oni. Haru. Haru will be fine. I'm sure she'll enjoy any university she gets into. This is the dad. He's such a dad. Look at him. I like his look. Look at those teeth. Well, well. As your father, I'd like you to go somewhere that has no carnivores. But where are you planning to go? I wonder. It'd be even more at ease if you going to an... I'd be even more at ease if you were to go to a girls' university. It's too early for you to have boyfriend anyway. Okay, Dad, the thing about an all-girls university, they're ravenous, Dad. Like, they're gonna find a way to get boys in there one way or another, so it doesn't matter if it's all-girls university. That's where they're especially savage. Talking from experience, had one of those across from my college, so... Yeah. Didn't I text Legacy my address? I wonder if he'll give me a New Year's card. Weren't you talking to your boyfriend on the phone at New Year's? What? Look at that look right there. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna cause trouble for my sister. What have you... What? You have a... no, Daddy, don't take him seriously. No, Daddy? Okay. What color is this dwarf rabbit? So, oh, okay, they don't know at all, so... They think she's dating a dwarf rabbit. Alright. I hope he's pure white like we are. Oh, who's that on the intercom? I hope he's pure white. Okay, so there's the bias right there. Oh wait, Haru has a sister. That's a female. He's not white and he's not a dwarf rabbit. He's not even an herbivore. Haru, it's your friend Lesser Panda. Oh, look at this. Haru's like stopping. Okay, she doesn't want them to know at all. She doesn't want her mom to say the name. Lesser Panda Reina. Lesser Panda Reina. Reina, I'm coming alone. Ah, Dad, freak out. Okay, so it's Legacy outside, right? I'm Lesser Pandorena. Sorry to disturb you. I'll be out for a bit. Don't tell anyone about this, okay? I think if I told your daddy, he'd faint. Good evening. Oh, look at this. They leave all their shoes at the door. That must be a cultural thing. I think that happens in the East, where they leave their shoes at the door, and they wear like sandals, not sandals, like slippers inside. Okay, that's cool. That's a nice detail right there. Seeing Haru's house. Man, I think that was it. That was the end of the chapter. Okay, that was chapter 98. Man. Man, I hope things go right for Legacy. I really do. I have no idea. Like, for the first time ever, like, we came into this, you know, with the expectation that it's gonna be like a murder mystery, like, manga or whatever, right? But no, man, Beastars really hits you with the feels when you're least expecting it, right? So, and right now we're in, just as Legacy said, unexplored territory, right? Since he's gonna drop out of school, I have no idea where we're gonna go next. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't. We're right now. We're in Legacy shoes right now. We don't know. We do not know, and that's a scary prospect, right? But that's okay, right? Because you know we're gonna get through it one step at a time. We're gonna we're gonna we're gonna be there, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen next in chapter 99. So I will see you then. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I ranted for like a long time. What? It's been about 50 minutes, 52 minutes. So, but it's been fun. Um, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you during the next one. I'm not really feeling the melatonin hit, so you know I might just do chapter 99. We'll see. So I will see you then. Bye now.